On a crisp autumn afternoon, 5 cousins gathered in their grandmother's ancient sitting room. Sunlight filtered through lace curtains, casting intricate patterns across the wooden floor. The room smelled of freshly baked cookies, a scent only rivaled by the comforting aroma of spiced tea gently simmering in the kitchen. Ammaar, the eldest of the cousins and the unofficial storyteller, took his place on the grand old armchair. He was 16, tall and lanky, with an air of wisdom that belied his years. Surrounding him were Fateh, Arij, Alizé, and Fatima, each eager for the tale he promised. With a mischievous glint in his eye, Ammaar began. Once upon a time, he started, in a world not unlike ours, there lived a robot named Tinker. Fateh was the first to break the silence. What did Tinker do? Tinker, Ammaar resumed, was not an ordinary robot. He was built to assist with mundane tasks but had one extraordinary desire. Unlike other robots, Tinker wanted more than just to perform his duties. He longed for something deep inside him, a heart. Arij shifted slightly, intrigued by the unusual quest. But why would a robot want a heart? She wondered aloud. Tinker, Ammaar explained, thought that having a heart would allow him to feel empathy, kindness, and joy. Fatima leaned forward, her eyes soft with empathy for the robot. Did Tinker ever get his heart? She asked gently. Alizé, ever impatient, added. Did he have to go on an adventure? Did he meet anyone interesting? Yes, yes, and yes, Ammaar exclaimed. Tinker set off on an extraordinary journey. He traveled through cities and forests, over mountains and across rivers, all in search of someone who could give him what he desired. Along the way, he continued, he met a wise old witch named Alara, who lived in a cottage surrounded by fields of wildflowers. Alara looked at Tinker with kindness in her eyes and said, I can give you a heart, but you must first learn what it truly means to have one. Fateh was practically on the edge of his seat. What did Tinker do next? He stayed with the witch, learning to care for the flowers, nurture the animals, and listen to the wind, Ammaar revealed. Each day, Tinker grew kinder and more understanding. He helped the village children by fixing their toys, listened to the stories of the elders, and even planted a garden filled with the most beautiful flowers. Arij nodded wisely. He learned to feel in his way, didn't he? Ammaar nodded. Indeed, Tinker discovered that the heart is not made of metal or magic, but of kindness, compassion, and understanding. When he returned to Alara, she simply smiled and said, You already have your heart, Tinker. Fatima's eyes glistened with tears, moved by Tinker's journey. That's so beautiful, she whispered. Alizé clapped her hands cheerfully, always a fan of happy endings. Tinker got his heart. Ammaar looked at his cousins, taking in their expressions of wonder and joy. The story had achieved exactly what he intended. It had touched their hearts. As the afternoon light faded into twilight and the room was filled with the golden glow of nostalgia, Ammaar closed the story, his voice gentle yet resonant. Tinker's story teaches us that sometimes what we seek is already within us, waiting to be discovered. With the tale told and hearts warmed, the cousins lingered, content in the glow of shared imagination and the deep bonds that tied them together.